afraid of making a fool of yourself every time you try to dance at a party or club? Are you tired of sleeping alone night after night? And most importantly, are you sick of not being any good at freestyle motocross? Don't worry, the Renner Institute is here to help. Everyone wishes they could be a freestyle motocross pro. And for just 6 easy payments of $12.99.99, the Renner Institute will teach you how to be exactly like freestyle motocross professional Ronnie Renner. That's right, you'll learn Ronnie Renner's signature dance moves, his old pickup lines.
Is there a mirror in your skirt?
Because I can see myself in it.
Because I can see myself in it.
Even his latest cutting-edge motocross tricks like the Superman seat grab, the rock solid, the stripper, and yes, even Ronnie Renner's own Who's Your Daddy, baby? Before you know it, you'll be a Renner graduate with your own purchased unique style and ready to take on the outside world.
The Renner Institute will not be held liable for any injuries resulting in dance moves or motocross tricks learned at the Renner Institute. No refunds or guarantees implied or intended. Ronnie Renner himself in no way endorses the Renner Institute, but he would like you to watch his episode of M80.
Welcome to another episode of M80 on Fuel. Nothing but freestyle motocross and random stupidity. I'm Mercedes, your token hottie. I don't know crap about freestyle moto, but does that really matter? Didn't think so. Let's kick right into our first section with our featured rider, Ronnie Renner.
My name's Ronnie Renner. I am a professional freestyle motocross rider. Started out racing professional, always was doing the big jumps, trying to do knack-knacks and whatever McGrath or whoever was doing, but never took it serious as a career until 2000 when a buddy in Florida made a ramp, Kenny Yoho, and before you know it we had shows booked every weekend and was making money instead of paying money to ride. Started realizing that if I practiced at it and stuff I could actually, felt like I could make something happen. The whip's something that just kind of came to me in about the last couple years. Like, light switch went off and started hucking it with the sit-down method, and You know, when the conditions are perfect, stars align properly, it's on, dude. I can get it pretty much where pictures, it looks like I'm doing a backflip. So that's like mission accomplished. You know, I was riding okay and whatever, but I didn't have nothing to separate me from anybody else. Started goofing off, dropped my bike and bust a move and just make the people laugh. Before you know it, the announcer had a nickname for me, "Who's Your Daddy?" and it was a good thing. I'm having a real good time with this. I'm real thankful that it's my job and my career, and it's, you know, opened up a lot of opportunities for my future. And, you know, as far as riding goes, I'm gonna ride as long as, you know, I can twist the throttle and keep my balance.
The blowing up section of M80 is dedicated to those riders who don't get the credit they deserve. This episode, they chose one of the Metal Militia's new recruits. He's fondly referred to as Fluffer.
My name, people think, you know, they think I have, I don't know how to say it. They pretty much think I'm a like fluff up the porn stars, but it has nothing to do with that. It was just one random day just gave it to me. My name's Fluffer, I'm 19 years old, and I ride freestyle motocross.
Right now, skinny, pass to me! Right now, singing the life of me! Right now, skinny, pass to me!
Jeff from Freeride Technology made a ramp back home in San Clemente, and we hit it out there in the tomato fields by our house, and then it just progressed, and I started riding the qualifiers, and I started riding with Brian and Twitch and Feist a lot, and they kind of motivated me because they're people I've always looked up to, and since I've been riding with them, it just makes me want to be like them and keep going and going.
The young guys in the militia are good at doing their tricks, which is badass, you know, and these kids are gonna make it big time. You know, if we can help them, show them, you know, the ropes, because there's a lot of things, we've done so many things people say don't do, and it's worked. That's the whole thing. People say, no, you don't, if you do that, you're never gonna make it. No, we do it anyway, and we still made it. That's the thing, and that's what I want to push in these kids' heads.
Brian and all these guys just taught me everything I know.
You can make it by breaking the rules.
Yeah!
If I went riding dirt bikes, then I don't know what I'd be doing because I didn't graduate high school. I want to be successful when I'm older. I don't want to be a bum, but I also want to have as much fun as I can because I'm young.
Right now, singing back to me! Right now, singing life for me! Now it's time to let it go, to find it all, to lose yourself. Find it all, to lose yourself. You find it all, to lose yourself.
When we come back, the top pros in the sport riding the foam pit, and of course, more Renner. Welcome back to M80. I'm Mercedes, your token hottie. Up next, another section with our featured rider, Ronnie Renner.
Steve Bauer from Wonder Warthog Racing. He puts together this thing at Loma Linda Children's Hospital in Southern California. It was a really special and cool deal, you know, it was no profit. Just, you know, no questions asked really when I heard the opportunity to do that. It's just cool to go there and put a smile on people's faces, do what we do best, put on a show, and just let everybody enjoy it.
Letting them know, yeah, Sunrise, I'm on my porch. Flames still burning on my tiki torch. Feeling easy, baby, won't you please me? Palm just swinging, telling me it's crazy. Blue skies, why would I lie with you when this bed never give me no head? Trips to the side, cruiser love tonight. Birds are chirping, approaching noon. Waves are crashing beyond the sand dunes. Sort of blow of people cruising by, and they sing, no woman, no crying.
To see the look on kids' faces when you bring them a hat or a poster and sticker even, it's like priceless.
I roll slow, you know, no, yeah, yeah. I got my white walls on my retro swing. I'll be with you, baby, till the end. Anytime I grab my sector, not ignore no skateboarding signs. Blue skies, while I lie with you. Got you by my side. Cruiser love tonight.
Really, it's a really cool deal, and I hope that I can be a part of it for the years to come.
Whether you're for them or against them, there's no denying that foam pits have completely changed the sport of freestyle motocross. Here's a look at the top pros attempting the impossible.
The foam pit has evolutionized the sport of freestyle motocross. It makes it possible for us to do stuff that someone just had to go nuts and try over dirt and make it an everyday occurrence.
The foam pit has brought our sport to a new level. With a foam pit, it's just a flip isn't even half as hard as it was to learn before. And now 360s, you don't have to just go out and try them on dirt. Now double backflips, body varials, flip variations if you want to try them first into the pit, and it's just the foam pit is just going to allow it to keep going further than anyone expected.
Foam pits, I think, are a great idea because if you crash on a foam pit, it's a lot better than crashing in dirt. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cheating because it takes that risk factor out, but I mean, we got to a certain level where we can't be trying this stuff to dirt.
I wouldn't want to be in the sport without foam pits now because it is too gnarly without foam pits.
The problem with the foam pit is you do it a million times in the pit and you realize the reality of how many times you crash on a backflip or how many times you crash doing 360. And it kind of takes a little bit of your nerve out when you go over to the dirt.
You can do it all day long in the pit and you're like, damn, I got this thing dialed, dude. You push the ramp over the dirt lip and you're just like, oh man, maybe I don't. You know, you jump it a couple times, you're like, I don't know if I can do this.
The foam pit has double-edged sword, I think, you know? You're gonna learn the double backflip into that, the 360s, all this stuff, and you know, every time you learn something new in the foam pit, you still have to go do it on dirt. It's definitely taken the sport to a new level. I mean, I personally, I don't know, I think I'd rather just it kept going the way it was. It's definitely went to a new danger level.
It's a positive for the sport, I guess you could say. Not really for the riders, but for the sport, I guess.
When we come back, footage of some of the craziest people ever to ride 50cc motorcycles, more Ronnie Renner, and me. See you soon. Riding 50cc motorcycles started off as just a fad, but it's gotten more and more popular every year. So the show decided to stop in and check it out.
My name is Robert Castorina. I'm from Santa Monica, California, and I'm a producer with Bad Seed Productions. Over the course of the last 6 months, we've been working on Fad, the new 50 video, starring Travis Hart, Garrett Iwaniki, Kelly Tedder, David Wurst, and Drew Petrie, and many other riders. Just a 50 video that's just going to change the whole outlook on 50 riding and what can be done on a mini bike. Fad is going to set itself apart because we're not trying to make a video that's just a collage of partying and crashes. Instead, we're focusing on a team of riders that all rip.
We're just a small group of 50 riders come together trying to blow the sport up.
That's the only people that I like to work with is cool guys that are, you know, friends.
My goal in the video is just to succeed and be as best as I can.
So we're not just going out to ride the same dirt jumps all the time. We're going out to hit skate parks, you know, setting up wood pallets on walls to hit crazy huge wall rides, and just always scoping new stuff and, you know, traveling the country and the world to do it.
50s is more, it's an open chalkboard. There's more room to be, you know, the new guy, or there's more room to do new stuff, which is all I'm all about.
There's going to be a lot of progressing in our sport. 720s, double backflips, big rail grinds. Watch out. It's fun sport. I think it's going to go big.
Fad, the new 50 video. Buy it.
It's almost the end of the show, but not before one last section of our featured rider, Ronnie Renner. Not ramp riding, not breakdancing, but out on the natural terrain.
Well, I came from Florida, and there's not really a ton of natural terrain riding. And I'd see a pile of dirt, you know, like I'm talking a 20-foot by 20-foot sand pile. I was all over that thing and making jumps all over it and straight up walls and all that. So when I moved out here to California, it was just amazing, like places like Beaumont and Ocotillo Wells and Glamis, you know, all these options of stuff to do. But until like the last year, I really haven't hit many of those spots because I had to go make that dollar. And now that I've got up, you know, on both my feet and have a little bit of time to fart around, you know, I've really enjoyed packing everything up, and you know, I got my travel trailer here, and I could go out there all day and just find jumps, and you know, it kind of lets you be creative and be your own person. You know, you're like as free as a bird out there, whatever. next time I go back, it's really going to be on.
Well, that's the end of the show. Hope you had fun. Make sure to tune in next time for more freestyle motocross, random stupidity, and hot girls like me.